I don't know. I may not look good, but I feel
Look
good.
man. I just gave you all the compliments a heterosexual man can give you.
Oh, God, that's enough.
I feel good. I feel good. So, as long as I'm feeling good and I'm viable, and I think I'm viable right now. I think, I think I'd like to think that I'm at the top of my game as an offensive line coach. That's what I am. When you cut me open, that's what I am. And maybe that's, maybe that's the reason I am under the radar, as you say, is because I know what my job is, and I want to be the best that I can be at that job. That's all I want. I don't have an agenda.
You don't want to be an OC.
I don't care about that. I want to feel a hellacious offensive line. That's all I'm concerned about. That's all I'm concerned
Do you
about.
have hellacious offensive line?
I think we do. I think we got it. I think we may. We may. And we go against good players every day.
How difficult is that when you're trying? I mean, you keep their heads up when like you might get beat one day by that big time defensive line, but you can see it.
Here's what I tell them: we have alpha dogs in the D line. Okay, I mean they're going to go around, and every fire hydrant in Auburn is in danger with that D line that we've got. Okay, just so you know, we got alpha dogs. All right, and what I do with my guys is I tell them straight up, hey, look, dude. We're on scholarship too, all right? We're not going to take any type of. Hey, don't knock that chip off our shoulder. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So who do you have?
It's not going to be good. It will not be good.
Cam Martin said yesterday that offensive line's pissed off.
Well, I want them to play that way. That's the way we want them to play, and we're doing that. We're starting to do that right now. I like this line.
Who are your leaders there on the offensive line?
I got 6 fifth-year seniors, which is highly unusual, okay, in today's world. And so, I'd say those 5 starters right now are they're all coaching their position and helping me coach out there and getting better themselves. So, if you're going to ask who's the most vocal guy, it's probably Marquell Harrell. Okay, but there's some quiet leadership going on in that locker room as well with those guys. With a guy like Mike Horton, who doesn't say anything. I think the first time I heard him speak was the other day, and we were out there, and it was hotter. I tell people I saw a dog chasing a rabbit, and both of them were walking. I mean, that's how hot it was. Okay, and Mike Horton said to Gus, Coach, can we get a drink of water? And Gus brought that up to me, and I said, well, you know what? If Mike Horton said that, he must have been thirsty. Which I try. That's I give him more breaks and you shake a stick at. But when he says something like that, he's a quiet guy. And Jack Driscoll's the same way.
You were talking about trying to build a second group. I mean, it's hard to do during the season to people want to know, why don't you play more? Well, it depends on situations to be able to do so. But how's it coming as far as
it's coming on? I mean, we're right now I feel really, really good about Bailey Sharp as a swing tackle. Okay, I feel really good about Nick Brahms as as a center that can go into the game. And right now we just really need a guard to step up, because today, my next guard would probably be Caleb Kemp and Nick Brahms. If you're going to put the best guys, the guys that you trust, and put them in the game. So we've got some guys, in my opinion, that are right there. They're right there on the cusp. Alec Jackson, Tayshawn Manning, Jaleel Irvin, Rodarius Ham are all guys that are right there on the cusp of being that. They just need more reps. We've got to continue to rep them, okay? And they will break through, but it just doesn't happen overnight. It just doesn't. And the most pleasant surprise that we've had during the course of this camp has been Jaleel Irvin. I mean, he's really had an excellent fall camp, you know, and we throw him in there, and I mean, he can play center, he can play both guards, you know, and he's had a really good camp. Brodarius Ham's starting to come on. It's just, you know, it's a process of building the confidence when you get out there in Jordan-Hare Stadium that you're not going to freeze up. You just got, and the only way there's no way to get experience except by getting experience. I mean, you can't do it any other way.
I've heard people for 2 years talk about Bodarius as being a mauler.
He is. He's a physical guy. He just needs reps where it's a confidence thing with him. It's a confidence thing. He's just got to have the confidence that he's not going to, right now today, he's afraid he'll make a mistake. Okay? And you cannot play the game afraid you're going to make a mistake. You just can't do it.
Talk about the difference in coming into last year and this year. I mean, the play, we saw it down the stretch, but when did it really start to, when you see it starting to gel?
Well, I mean, we really started, even though we didn't win some games down the stretch. You know, we had that stretch there where you got Georgia and Alabama in November, but it really started then. You know, it really started in late October when those guys started coming together and started playing well. Okay, and you know, I saw it then. And then we really played well in the bowl game. Now, we weren't, you know, I realized that, you know, that wasn't an SEC opponent. I get that. But we played well, and we played well cohesively as a unit during this fall camp. And it's so refreshing to be able to go into a room and everybody, when you say something, everybody in that room, especially those 5 starters, they understand exactly what you're saying, and you're not talking in a foreign language. Okay, I told someone a while ago, Rosetta Stone will try to convince you that they'll teach you a foreign language overnight, right? I mean, that's but that's not true, right? You can't do that in the O-line. It takes a while. And so right now, especially with those 5 guys, we can fix things. We can fix things very quickly. Okay, because they've got that experience of working together with each other.
You mentioned Jalil Urban, biggest surprise. What's changed from him 12 months ago to now?
I just think the knowledge of the offense and the knowledge of the techniques and the fundamentals that we're teaching right now. You know, I mean, the who part of it is really easy. You know, who do you block? I mean, that to me, that's not that hard. I can take Phillip here and teach him inside zone in about 2 minutes.
Would I have to run?
No, you don't have to run.
Okay, but I don't have to run.
Yeah, but that's the how part. The how part is the hard part, okay? How do you block those guys? You know, how do you move a guy that's probably a little as big as you are and in a bad mood from one place to another?
I've got to do that?
Yeah, you got to do that, okay? But, you know, that's the hard part, is the how part of it. And we've gotten much better at that.
You were around when y'all started recruiting Prince Hagan, right?
Yes.
How far do you think he's come?
Well, I tell people back when we recruited Tagan, you know, of course I wasn't allowed to talk to him because I was the line coach, the offensive line coach, you know, and he was being recruited as a D lineman. But I tell people this: I've got one good eye and I got one bad eye. I had my good eye on him, okay? I had my good eye on him from the get-go. And I thought at the time, back in 2015, when we were recruiting that kid, I thought he'll be a heck of a left tackle. And sure enough, he is. And he's come a long way. Does he have a ways to go? Oh, yeah. He's still got some learning to do, but he's come light years.
How much has he embraced that? Because he's had to. I mean, I talked to him a few minutes ago.
Oh, he still thinks he ought to be a tight end, okay? Now, you know, but he knows that his future, where he's right where he needs to be, and I think he's about to have a great year. I really do. If we can stay healthy with that starting 5 right now, we got a chance to be pretty good, I think.
Tell us about your 3 true freshmen and what did you see of them early on?
Well, I think we hit on all of them. I do. I think we hit on all 3 of them. I really like this Osborne kid. You know, he's a kid, in my opinion, that, you know, right now he's got Tega, Bailey Sharp. He's got Jack Driscoll. He's got Brodarius Ham at the tackle positions that are kind of, those guys. But I like, he's been well coached and he's very, very athletic. He's going to be a good player. I like Keandre. Keandre got set back a little bit with an injury. He had a little concussion and missed some days, but he's going to be a heck of a player. And Cam Bell just, right now he's just got to get in shape. He just got to get in shape. If he gets in shape, and which he will, because he's a great kid, he's going to be fine.
You working Osborne at left or right tackle?
I'm working both, and I've had Cam Bell at center and guard, okay, and I've had Keandre at guard.
And Alex Jackson, you still feel like he has a
Yeah,
future
I
left
think
tackle?
his future. He's got a bright future. We've just got to continue to rep him. He's not ready yet. He's just not.
When you look ahead, I know you probably don't want to, but when you look ahead to next spring, what's that competition going to be like?
It'll be
among your
a
group?
tremendous competition, and I can't talk about recruiting. I'm not allowed to do that, but I think there'll be some. I think we'll have. Have a chance to maybe field a pretty good line.
It's going to be, but 5 positions up for grabs. That's going to be.
It'd be interesting.
Have you ever had that before?
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had 6 fifth-year seniors. I don't think I've ever had 6 fifth-year seniors. And it's pleasant. The job's hard. If you want a hard job, motivate 300-pound guys in 100-degree weather. That's a hard job, man. It's a hard job.
Tell me about Cameron Stutz. Is he still tracking?
He's been banged up. He's banged up right now. So I think we got to get him healthy. Just got to get him healthy. But he is a tough guy.